Okay, everyone, this is match D of the AirMech Fight Card #1 competitive PvP event. I'm not really sure what to call it because I always say tournament, but this is not a tournament. Anyway, we'll be on Bog 2.0 between the green player on left side. It is Pave.
We've also got the blue player, his worthy opponent in the Helix, Jorunado, on the right-hand side, already going for the close cheese on the opposite side. He's looking to drop shooters.
Oh, but shooters attack first. Ah, no. But he will not be able, those shooters will not survive. Pave also going with shooters. Angel shooters is a really popular approach for a lot of people.
Shooters are good so long as they keep range and so long as you're trying to use them for damage, but when it comes to trying to capture a post, they just don't work that well since they want to stop and shoot.
Yes, so you definitely need to use it in very specific ways, which that was not one of them. Jorunado continuing the harass.
He decided, you know what, I lost the top post, I'm just going to go for the bottom post. So just picking up some units for that will get a quick neutralize, but needs to bring infantry if this is going to work out for him.
Does bring more units, but no infantry. Pave now realizing that there's tons of blue stuff next to his fort over here at this outpost. This is a very, very close outpost to the fort, so this cheese is very insane. He needs to start firing at these tanks and the jackals especially that can neutralize this post. And Jorunado coming back with just tanks, no infantry. This is awesome.
Hey, tanks are good, man. Don't underestimate the power of a few Longhorn.
Pave lifting
though,
off.
has got plenty of time to drop turrets all over his base with a lunchbox, so he's got plenty of protection, trying to set a custom rally point in front of his fort so he can start building some boomers.
Boomers. Is he building boomers? Is that what he's doing? Heavy mines are in build queue according to... Oh no, build boomers. How are you seeing that?
I'm watching them pop out of the fort.
Oh, that's what... Okay. Anyways, Jorunado now coming with enough infantry to take the outpost under his control, and Pave with... you're saying Pave, but I'm going to say Pave, and Pave very, very far behind, 25 to 20. Not trying to count...
getting wiped out by that missile spam. The T-99 on socket, of course, doing an extra 50% damage to the anti-air.
And, wait, how did that outpost even get neutralized? I'm not even sure what happened there. Oh, the boomers? No, I don't think so.
There was just enough bullets around. There was a stray shooter or two that have been...
Oh, the shooters are over here. Never mind.
From opposite angles.
I didn't even notice that pile of shooters right there. So Jorunado coming back with Sam's, taking this outpost back under his control and like just spitting out tons of tanks.
He's having difficulty holding on to it though. And he's going to get taken out by the anti-air if he's not careful.
Q heals and keeps himself alive.
That's a lot of missiles.
It is a lot of missiles, especially T-99s on socket. So that's actually, I actually do really like that socket placement. It could even be a little bit closer to the outpost in my opinion. But Pave just going to get free kill after kill after kill. Jorunado now coming back again with just 3 SAMs. What's with the not 4th SAM? And Jorunado trying to drop back here for harass to kill the shooters. Might actually be able to get Pave here, but no, very, very close. Very, very close.
That was surprisingly effective for point-blank grenade spam.
I was very surprised at how fast that damage went down on Pave, actually. It was crazy.
Dropping... Are these light mines or heavy mines?
Those were heavy mines.
So there are now heavy mines all around this post, and so Jorunado keeping on going back, picking up more tanks. He's inevitably going to drop some on these mines.
He might, yeah, and the power swinging back to Pave, if like as you're saying.
Yep. Drops a seeker right smack dab on the cloaked mine, loses it instantly. So that's some good mine placement by who I'm going to call not Pave.
Not Pave, okay. To me, I live in Merca, and that word to me is Pave. So, Jorunado.
At this point, you would think he would start at least thinking about another outpost at this point. This outpost is clearly, the assault's not going that great. He's having trouble holding on to it, but continues to ferry units over. He's already aware that there's at least some mines here.
Yeah, Pave, okay, so Jorunado, honestly, he just really wants this, Frisk. If he wants it, why are you trying to convince him to give up on his dreams, okay?
We'll just call this a determined assailant, but meanwhile, Pave the Angel, I mean, his life is just sitting back with a big gun. He really kind of enjoys this because now he doesn't have to leave the fort. This is his comfort zone as Angel.
Jorunado trying to be as aggressive as possible, still getting the outpost to stay neutral despite his lack of units in the area. 32-7 is the unit count right now, even though I don't know how many are in heavy mines. There's a ton of heavy mines on the ground. You know, Pave still has an outpost upkeep, unit upkeep advantage. Even taking those out of the equation. Jorunado actually extremely quickly neutralizing that top outpost, I think due to the F1 active ability. And now coming with
eventually, the creeps are going to do his work for him and neutralize bottom.
Neutralize bottom. Oh, you mean the so Pave? The creeps are going to do the work for. I'm confused. Oh, you mean mid?
The middle outpost. Eventually, it's going to get taken.
If this just keeps going, then I guess. But I don't know. I
mean,
it would have to be a while.
Kind of non-committal to this as well. He's got full power to build more units and just isn't.
See where
like he's floating 51,000 credits.
Whereas Jorunado's at 3.
He could easily be building. Oh no, he can't. He's decided to take all upper level units. So he's level 5 right now. He's taken Gorgons and Goliaths. He literally cannot build any assault style units until he gets to level 7.
Well, I don't know what's in his second loadout though. I'm not really sure if you can even see it in spectator mode right now, but
he may not know how to change loadouts. I'm not going to put that beyond them at this point.
That is possible. And Jorunado with his grenades are actually getting a lot of kills. They're actually staying a lot more level even than I would assume, considering how many kills Pave has had with that Angel. And Pave actually getting finished off, the hat getting the last hit, but a lot of that damage was with the grenades from Jorunado.
That was like something straight out of the Matrix, just lobbing grenades left and right out of each hand.
And as you said, the middle outpost just getting taken under blue control due to the creep flowing in.
It's about damn time.
It's about damn time. So Brutes, like crazy for Jorunado, still attacking that bottom outpost. Middle going now back down to neutral, and Pave gonna start finishing off the surrounding units, while Jorunado is still okay. He has a hat over here, so that's kind of threatening.
Why not butchers?
Why not butchers? Well,
they're working pretty well.
Well, for Pave, yeah, actually they're clearing quite a lot over here. 39-15. Again, a lot of that is in heavy mines, but I would still give the upkeep or unit power on the field edge to Pave easily. Gonna start dropping these.
Jorunado is still completely fixated on this bottom left outpost, but unable to make any ground.
If he can get it and hold it, he can probably win the game still. But the problem apparently is the holding. Pave finishing off all of the units that Jorunado dropped just with Angel Fire.
High enough level that he can almost single shot these things at close enough range.
Yeah, the Jackals, I think they actually might be going down. Maybe not full health Jackals, but yeah, in one shot for the most part, even if they're partially damaged. And
both players are having a little bit of trouble staying ahead of their bank. Jornado's a little bit better at it, but he's sacrificing his units. Neither player is really able to build up an army. They're just kind of feeding units onesie-twosie piecemeal into the grinder, and so we have this sort of stalemate situation. When Pave should be building, he's got 63,000 credits in the bank. He's almost maxed out.
And he does have T99s that he's been making, so I'm a little surprised to not see more of those, especially because he needs to defend. Turrets are good for defense, guys.
Pick them up and put them a little bit more to the right, and it would turn into an attack.
It would turn into an attack. Yes, it would. As we saw with Stoic in her first game, you can actually use turrets for attacking purposes.
So Pave, understanding that Jorunado is a dedicated attacker, trying to redistribute some of his defenses.
Yeah, just needs to kind of corner defend his outposts is probably the way to go at this point, but Jorunado still continually neutralizing that outpost, and now does have enough creeps to take under his control. Will it happen again? It does happen again. Oh
At this
boy.
point, the KD is starting to manifest itself in a level difference, though. Pave, with 3 full levels over Jorunado, is going to be doing significantly more damage, have significantly more energy, and significantly more health. Jorunado is going to find it very hard to actually kill him anymore.
Although Jorunado, as the Helix, does have a lot of burst damage in that F1 ability, so if he can take advantage of it, then maybe he might be able to, like this grenade launching right now, almost getting the finish on Pave. Very, very close, actually.
The 3 Seekers helped.
The 3 Seekers did help. Honestly, I think it was a lot. The grenades did a lot of the damage. Because the way he can spam them is just insanely fast.
Watching an Angel land in the middle of 3 Seekers and pick them all off without help, it hurts me on the inside.
It's quite a spectacular thing to see. Now does have T99s like more, closer to the outpost, so can kind of deter Jorunado from continuing the attack. Has middle outpost under his control. Jorunado might want to start, well, I guess dropping a grinder.
Start dropping grinders on these T99s. Like right in the middle of the
right
pile.
in the middle, yeah.
But this middle outpost is completely bunkered down. You've got brutes in the front side. They're auto-healing, so the creeps will never be able to overcome this. Meanwhile, the Tesla Tower is invoking stasis and doing splash damage. So really, all Pave has to do now is build literally anything, and he'll be able to win.
But okay, level 9, actually, I was going to say, but he has to wait. But no, actually, does have 3 Gorgons out on the field according to the UI, which is wrong. If that's wrong, that's not right. That's incorrect. That is wrong. But can start building Goliaths if he actually does have that in his loadout, because I don't know if I can trust the UI.
He's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 11, 13 T99s.
Yeah, but one of them just killed Jorunado, so that definitely was worth it, I would say. At least the 1 or 2 that did all that damage. Now going to be leapfrogging up a Boxer going down. I'm not sure what the Boxer, what the idea behind that one is at this point. But Jorunado can.
It's for looks.
Again, Jorunado can neutralize outposts almost instantaneously every cooldown. But oh man, very low, and getting chased by T99 missiles at this point. Getting away, Q healing, and Pave not following.
T99's really not the best unit to spam out like this, just because, 1, they can't move, 2, they're upkeep dense, so even though they do a lot of damage, even though they've got a lot of health, if you build too many turrets and you're not a micro-centric mech and you don't keep track of where those turrets are and keep leapfrogging them forward, you end up with a situation like this, where you have a 70 upkeep advantage, 80,000 credits in the bank, and it's still a stalemate.
Right. I mean, but you can just continue to leapfrog units up, especially if your opponent is continually dropping them in, dropping his units in your defenses. 8 to 69 right now, although it doesn't feel like that. If you do take a look around, especially on the minimap, it's Green City.
Jorunado finally seeming to... Oh, no, he's not giving up the fight for this bottom left outpost. I was thinking maybe he would finally start putting some units towards his own outposts and maybe pushing out from there as a more central location, but no.
Did not happen. Pave is slowly creeping up systematically, if you will,
Pretty much through the sheer brute force of his own creeps and the occasional accidental shooter drop.
And Jorunado actually still maintaining, I don't know if I can say control, but preventing control from Pave on his forward outpost. Dropping grenades, not spamming it the way that he was before. Could have killed that Tesla Tower, I think, but Pave, oh man,
Jorunado getting tagged with a stasis from the Tesla Tower and unable to lift off as soon as he'd like, so he almost got picked off by that sniper rifle, but he's jumping around. The jukes.
The boosts.
The jukes are real.
The boosts are incredible. Tons of T99s over here. If they are too close to each other, Jorunado actually might be able to do a lot of work with his grenades.
A lot of missiles, though.
That is, well,
the
grenades.
Missiles just suddenly all evaporate on the cliff bank. They just get to the top of the hill and they're like, you know what? This is far enough. We don't want this guy.
Wait, did they actually run into the cliff?
there's a couple of terrain height issues on this particular map.
I
So since
see.
they're shooting from the low ground, that they clip on the hill where normally they wouldn't.
Okay, so Pave with 66 out of 92 and a nuke going down. I am not exactly sure what he's going to target here.
Well, there aren't a whole lot of targets available, so he may decide to just go straight for the fort, and we'll finally discover whether or not the nuclear missile damages the fort. Ooh, Jorunado actually building together a small scrappy army of tanks, pushing towards mid, able to neutralize it, but only takes down 1 or 2 T-99s in the process. This is where having that bulk mass of turrets is actually favoring Pave a little bit.
Did he make a, has he queued up a missile yet? Damn it, stupid UI, can't see it. But I have faith. I really want to see this nuke go down, especially with this very interesting layout of outpost and unit control.
He's got the missile at the ready. He's just
Oh, there you go.
continuing to spam out T-99s, though.
Marker coming out.
So we are going to nuke the lone Gaddy. Overkill is the best kind of kill.
Overkill is the best kind of kill. Well, it might be able to finish off the Longhorn and the Ratchet too. We shall see right about now. Boom.
You know what? It works.
It did. It did the job that it was intended to do.
Is, what's his follow-up? Now that there's no units defending at all, is he going to try to push in with something? Or lay lines there from being any defenders in the future? Now that's thinking ahead.
He does. He does have a couple of brutes.
Is caused by a lack of hindsight.
But the brutes getting easily killed by Jorunado's grenades. The AoE damage is something to behold indeed, and Pave getting himself killed by level 4 creep out on the field because we are at 16 minutes.
Too much for him. He was too overcome by the bloodthirst, trying to pick off Jorunado, that he didn't notice his own health was gradually diminishing.
Jorunado taking cover in his own outpost, preventing Pave from getting that final blow. You know, okay, whoa, there's a Goliath on the field. There is a Goliath on the field.
Whoa, but that's a tank.
That is, and a Gorgon as well. A second goalie coming out for Pave.
Jorunado whipping out the Gangsters, the brand new released unit that nobody knows what it does or how it works, but it looks cool.
It does look cool. It does a lot. Well, I think, Overkill says this over and over in chat, but he says it's roughly 2 Jackals. It's like 2 Jackals in one for the most part. So, you know, you got to imagine that it does a lot of damage to the rear of tanks, considering that it has low piercing, high damage. But now we do see a push coming out from Pave with a T-99 blocking the way.
Tanks, and they are moving. I am
astonished.
I'm very
I would say.
by this.
Right. It's compared to, I think, the last maybe 12 minutes of the game, this is very, very exciting. The Gorgon still surviving and Pave just shooting away with his sniper rifle. Will this outpost get neutralized? T-99 still back in defensive position. Tesla Tower still back in defensive position. Nothing getting ferried over. I'd really like to see Pave supplement this push with a couple of those turrets that he has back there.
Remarkable to note that out of 92 upkeep, he is maxed out, but his push is about 5 units. This is the disadvantage of having lots of turrets and lots of strong defenses, is that he's left with no mobility at all. He's got 3 turrets idle at his fort, well, really 6 if you count the ones on socket, 2 turrets at his forward, 2 turrets at his other forward, 4 more turrets at his center outpost, when that's at least 50 or 60 upkeep doing absolutely nothing.
Did you catch that?
I caught the headshot.
That was
it
awesome.
in the air?
I believe so, but the targeting, you know, regardless of if you jump or if you don't, he was mid-jump when he got hit right there, trying to get over that, you know, that small chasm area, but did not do it. The headshot, that was pretty epic.
So we've got what appears to be an unstoppable death push right now. Admittedly, it's starting to get broken up.
starting to get softened up quite a bit. Two Ratchets trailing behind that Gorgon, keeping it alive. The goalies are all about at half health, and the heavy mines
dropping a nuke on the nothing. Oh no, that's heavy mines.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that would have been ridiculous, but the heavy mine out there just waiting for a tank to trip it. Level 4 creeps are gonna put a lot of pressure on this outpost, but the goalies are gonna get it right back down to neutral. Level 4 creeps of his own coming from Pave.
At this point, Pave should be asking himself whether or not he wants to push towards fort.
Well, taking that last outpost under his control will allow him to make more Goliaths to continue that fight. Or more T-99s. That's also an option.
There is another hidden outpost in the bottom right. He may choose to just go for the domination victory here.
It doesn't look like he really... I feel like he doesn't... I mean, if he wanted to, I think he'd be already going for it already. A lot of those tanks, you know, were sent to that post deliberately, I feel. But how...
Does the Angel deliver a stasis shot now, or am I...
It does have a stasis shot ability.
We have a nuke dropping down on a lone Vulcan.
5,600 damage to a Vulcan. Dead Vulcan. Dead Vulcan.
What he needs to do is try and hit the Vulcan in midair and see if the nukes actually do have collision detection.
That would be pretty awesome to see the nuke smack. I believe it's just an animation, but I would love to see that. That would be super awesome. It does look like Pave is actually setting these this Goliath, these two Goliaths, and the Gorgon on attack, and getting Jorunado killed by that Gorgon.
Gorgons do attack the fort, and it's sitting there on the corner doing a pretty hefty chunk of damage. The Goliath's not even shooting yet.
And another Gorgon coming in. A lot of these units trickling in. Random brutes. I'm not really sure where the heck those came from. But Jorunado now struggling to get this defense off, and doesn't really have anything that he can do at this point.
Well, he's been without units for the past 21 minutes and 24 seconds.
Yeah, I guess he's kind of used to it. And another nuke going down by Pave.
Nuke.
Do nukes
adding insult to injury.
Do nukes do fort damage?
I don't think so. No,
yeah,
he's dropped
sure
3 nukes on the fort, and it hasn't even flinched.
Right, but the goalies are doing all the damage that Pave needs, and this is going to be the end of the game pretty soon.
It's going to look cool, though. This is the sparkle finish like Smash Brothers, right here.
There you go. Boom! Didn't line up with the timing exactly, but Rampage did get announced just now, and Pave taking game 1 over Jorunado on Bog 2.0. Definitely a different game from what we've seen so far.
But very even.
But very even, and that is what I want to point out. Thank you, Frisky. Very, very important to recognize that. I'd like to see more people of all skill levels sign up for this, by the way. Gonna try to do more of these. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can get Bracket A going. I'm not sure, but hold on tight, everybody.